तो प्रारंभ किया। भारत के मुख्य न्यायमूर्ति श्री रंजन गोगोई।
I, Ranjan Gogoi,
having been appointed Chief Justice of the Supreme Court of India,
having been appointed Chief Justice of the Supreme Court of India,
do swear in the name of God
do swear in the name of God
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of India as by law established,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of India as by law established,
that I will uphold the sovereignty and integrity of India,
that I will uphold the sovereignty and integrity of India,
that I will duly and faithfully and to the best of my ability, knowledge and judgment,
that I will duly and faithfully and to the best of my ability, knowledge and judgment,
perform the duties of my office without fear or favor, affection or ill will,
perform the duties of my office without fear or favor, affection or ill will,
and that I will uphold the Constitution and the laws,
and that I will uphold the Constitution and the laws.
Well, my colleague Meenakshi is tracking all the developments of that swearing-in ceremony. Meenakshi, a month after President Ram Nath Kovind appointed Justice Ranjan Gogoi, today we have Justice Ranjan Gogoi being sworn in as the 46th Chief Justice of India, the very first Chief Justice of India to come from India's northeast. Can you tell us a little bit more about his background, please?
Well, indeed, Afrida, India has got a new Chief Justice, and it is the 46th Chief Justice of India. There we saw visuals from Rashtrapati Bhavan with the Honorable President administering the oath of office to the top judge of India. And like you correctly referred to, he is going to be the first Honorable Chief Justice of India from the Northeast. And all eyes now on Supreme Court, Afrida, because he has already laid down the roadmap which will guide him in his tenure. And as we saw in the outgoing farewell ceremony of former Chief Justice of India, Deepak Mishra, Honorable Justice Ranjan Gogoi, say very clearly as to how in times of deep divisiveness, when there is any element of doubt for bringing about a uniformity, the guiding principle that Honorable Justice Ranjan Gogoi is likely to rely on will be that of constitutional morality. So it will be hugely interesting in the Supreme Court to now see if there is one unification as well that is brought in amongst what was being perceived as a deeply fractured top echelons of the Supreme Court.
Yes, Meenakshi, of course. And the significance is huge in many ways as well, because like you've been pointing out, he was one of the four senior-most judges who was present in the press conference in January that criticized Justice Deepak Mishra. But even so, when it came to recommending his name, Justice Ranjan Gogoi's name came forward as per protocol by the outgoing Chief Justice of India.
Absolutely, Afrida. That really merits so much mentioning, and I'm so glad you brought it up because that has been one underlying theme of Honorable Justice Deepak Mishra's tenure. Although his tenure was deeply marred by a lot of controversies, but one thing was running completely throughout his tenure, and that was this. In spite of attracting so much negative coverage on so many events, there was never any one bar on media from showcasing or telecasting any of the events and the occurrences. And secondly, on the day of that farewell speech, we saw the underlying deeper bonhomie emerge between the brother judges in the Supreme Court, as Justice Ranjan Gogoi was also present very much at that farewell event to bid goodbye to the Honorable Justice Deepak Mishra. And that juncture also we saw Justice Gogoi acknowledge a lot of contribution that former Chief Justice of India Deepak Mishra has made towards some epic, legendary judgments that the Supreme Court has come out with. And Justice Deepak Mishra on his part also went on to acknowledge the finesse and the understanding that Justice Gogoi has displayed in several complex matters. And the very interesting part of Honorable Justice Ranjan Gogoi's tenure we have been showcasing.
Yes, and immediately, Meenakshi, in terms of immediate assignment, Justice Gogoi is likely to head the bench or form a new bench to hear the Ayodhya dispute case, which is slated for hearing on 29th October. So there is a heavy agenda in front of him, and like you said, a lot of responsibility on his shoulders. Thanks for joining us.